Everyone thought she was fighting for her life until I ripped off her oxygen tube. I didn't plan it. I didn't even plan on being in the same room as her. But the second I saw how far she took it, something inside me cracked. My cousin Mara is 30 and has always acted like she was the family centerpiece. My aunt treated her like she was carved from glass, always fragile, always special, always excused. I'm 21, the cousin who blended into wallpaper, the one told to stop picking fights whenever I pointed out her obvious scams. And there were many. Convenient ankle sprains when someone else got praised. Mystery illnesses that flared up the same hour she needed an excuse. A panic episode so dramatic it interrupted my scholarship interview. But nothing compared to the day she announced she had a degenerative lung disease. She posted a shaky video online, breathing hard, wearing a nasal oxygen tube. She said the doctors gave her a poor outlook. She said she needed help for specialized respiratory therapy not covered by insurance. A crowdfunding link went up 30 seconds later with a goal bigger than my college tuition. People flooded her with sympathy. Strangers mailed blankets. Her followers spammed me, demanding I stand with family because I didn't repost her story. But I already knew she was lying. I had walked into the guest room at my aunt's house a week earlier and seen the plastic oxygen tank still wrapped in shipping plastic, and the tubing still sealed. I'd also overheard her practicing her hard-to-breathe voice. She kept messing up because she started laughing halfway through. I kept it to myself, like always. I was so used to swallowing the truth that it felt normal by then. Then, out of nowhere, my old professor invited me to a community awards banquet. She said she had an extra seat because someone had dropped out. I didn't think much of it. Free food, a night out, why not? I didn't know until I arrived that Mara was the reason that seat opened. She was being honored as Courageous Citizen of the Year. I spotted her backstage in a designer dress, tube taped to her face, oxygen tank rolling behind her like a prop. She played up the weak voice. She talked about fighting every day. She hugged children who actually looked sick while cameras flashed. My stomach twisted. Then she stepped on stage. She accepted her plaque with trembling hands. She told the crowd she wasn't sure she'd be here next month. She let out these dramatic, shaky breaths that didn't match the videos she posted earlier that afternoon of her doing makeup tutorials. That was when the heat rose in my chest. I saw it. The strap of her tank wasn't tightened. The regulator wasn't even turned on. The tube wasn't connected to anything. She was breathing completely normally. And she was lying to a room full of real patients and families who dragged themselves there, some still in hospital bracelets. I felt sick. Then I felt furious. I walked toward the stage while she posed for photos with a senator. Someone tried to stop me, but I didn't stop walking. I stood right behind her so the mic picked me up when I said she should show everyone how her tank wasn't even functional. She gave this nervous laugh as if I was joking. I wasn't. I reached forward, unhooked the tube from her ear, and lifted the end so the crowd could see there was nothing attached. The room went silent before people started yelling. She froze, her face drained. Her hands shook so hard she dropped the plaque. I told the crowd exactly what she'd been doing, how she ordered prop equipment, how she recorded dramatic breathing scenes after sprinting up and down the hallway to sound winded. People stared at her like she was poison. An organizer grabbed the award from the floor and walked away with it. My aunt rushed up begging her for an explanation. Mara tried laughing again, but it just came out broken. I left before she could spin it into another tragedy. By the time I got home, her fundraiser had been flagged so many times it was locked. The comments were brutal, but all true. People wanted refunds. People shared screenshots. People who had donated in memory of family members felt sick and betrayed. She built her whole story on pretend suffering, and it finally collapsed the second someone yanked the mask off.